Jamaica Limited. Help me sing it softer than people said me sing it. Suffering, suffering. From here to Jericho, we suffer through the hills.
Okay, so this is what the Vanderhall feels like when you're driving it. That's what it sounds like. It sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Handles pretty good too. Handles pretty terrific. Again, I think it's one of the best vehicles you can get right now and drive. A lot of people are asking me, how much is it? I think for 36 or 30 plus $1,000, you can get your hands on one of these. Again, it rides comfortably. It makes some amazing sounds that I think it's because of the turbo. It has a turbo, and the turbo makes amazing sounds. Yeah. So I'm not gonna like joyride it. I'm just wanted you guys to hear a little bit of what it sounds like. So if you're in the market for a nice, reliable car, oh, by the way, it's very fuel efficient. What's going on, folks? So it's Sunday and I'm chilling, riding my Vanderhall Venice Blackjack. I'll tell you guys what, this is one of the most fun vehicles that you're ever going to be able to drive in a while. The reason I say that is the functionality and the handling are impeccable, right? So I'm getting the Vanderhall ready for a guest, and I thought just drive it around for a little bit, go get some fuel, clean it up, and see what the Vanderhall can do. And I was amazed on what this vehicle does. All right, again, it's part motorcycle and part car. As a matter of fact, it's more of a car than it is a motorcycle. It has 3 wheels. That's what kind of trips people up. You've probably seen other vehicles like the Polaris, Slingshot. Well, this one takes it to another level. It literally makes you feel as though you're riding a sports car. That's pretty much what I can tell you about it. It's like a sports car. I'm gonna turn around and tilt a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about, right? So I'm sitting really comfortable in this Vanderhall, and here's the steering wheel. Okay, it's the steering wheel. Here's the dash. It's really nice and simple. Okay, it has a engine start stop right there. You can see the gauges. It has traction control, and it has something for hazards. And all in all, I feel a sense of liberation when I'm driving this vehicle. There are some models that actually have a top right there, but I think the best way to drive it is to experience the Blackjack, the Venice Blackjack. They're also coming up with a truck in the near future. Again, if you don't already know about Vanderhall, it's an American automaker that's based in Utah, and they've been making these vehicles since I think 2019, 2020 time frame, or maybe even longer than that. But I'm really amazed at how these vehicles handle, particularly this Venice Blackjack that I was telling you about. You've probably already seen me do a video about what you need to do if you have one of these. If you're storing them for any longer than a week, I recommend you get a battery tender, and you charge it. You make sure the battery tender is always charging it, maybe every other day, so that you don't run into a situation where I had it in storage for a while, and I went to start it. This is when I first got it, and it couldn't start, and I tried to figure out what to do, and I finally figured it out. You gotta get a battery tender, and you can put it in there. So what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna do a walk around so you can see. I'm getting out of it, and when you do get into the Vanderhall, you want to hold this so you can comfortably sit. So I'll do a walk around real quick, and so you can kind of see what the vehicle looks like. As you can see, this is what it looks like right there. It looks really slick and mean, as you can see, right? Doing a walk around. This is one of the best riding vehicles you're ever gonna see in a while. If you ask me, I think rather than buy a sports car that you don't know nothing about, you should buy a car that looks just like this, okay? I'm doing a walk around in the Vanderhall Venice Blackjack. It's one of the best cars that you're gonna see. They call them autocycles, but this one is not an autocycle. Now I'll tell you one thing. In the state of Florida, you can ride this vehicle without a helmet. because it's in a separate category, kind of like you see people driving the uh, the Polaris slingshot with no helmets. This is in the same category right here, this vehicle. So what you guys think? Do you think it's something you might want to ride in the future? Go ahead and leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.
Sufferman Jamaica Limited, Sufferman USA LLC. Oh, we are suffering, Sufferman, we are. Yeah, suffering. What we gonna do? We gonna suffer. Sufferman USA LLC, Sufferman Nigeria Limited, Sufferman and Son Limited, Sufferman